Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say, call Alayim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. In sincerity and truth, and present your bodies as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us to do. All right, shalom, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well. When I do mean very few. I'm the brother Yaremiah from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, coming back to you basically with another lesson. And this lesson is concerning the video I had watched. It's like a response. You know, the beloved Elder Malcolm, you know, here, he had showed it, you know, and basically it was this young TikToker or YouTuber or whatever the fuck these little guys are. A little black, you know. But basically, he was making a parody, you know, with him and a bunch of YNs, so to speak. I don't even like using that. You are little niggers, all right? Basically, saying taunting Iran, you know. And it was a video, but they resurfaced the video. And they had put, but it wasn't him that put it, you know. But they had put on it that we coming from ICE agents. They coming from ICE agents because the cartel had put a bounty on them, and we all know that that's the work of the so-called white man. That's his witchcraft and his sorcery. All right, that we've been telling you that he's at for years. All right, with this deep fake, with this AI. All right, because when you see these troops and the Homeland Security and the government, the FBI, ICE, all this is for Jacob's trouble. All right, now granted, they let these satanic ass Hispanics over here, and I can't wait to, and like the beloved Elder Malcolm said, all you niggas been left over here to get destroyed, and I want you niggas to die. Don't get me wrong, all you fucking weirdos that can't, you little pedos, I want the white man to put his foot in you niggas' ass. All right, just like I want you little blacks, all you niggas standing on the corner, I want the white man to put his foot in you niggas' ass too. But I know that this is all leading up as a Trojan horse, all right, to the persecution of the Israelites, all right, starting, you know, they want to come against the men of the Lord. That's why the famine of the word is coming and everything else, all right, because we know what the so-called white man is up to, and that's why you got to stay on point. It's bad enough we got bums like Shit Kari and ISUP Gay, you know, making stupid-ass videos, nigger videos, saying they serve the nigger God, you know, whatever, all right? But all this stuff is to defame the Israelites. Like I said, from this AI technology to this deep fake, all right, to these damn devils in the United States government putting words over people's videos that they didn't say. We all know that this is the attack of the so-called white man. This is how he creeps in, all right? This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, this is one of Satan's devices. All right, his witchcraft in which he raises persecution, because he's coming to persecute us because he understands that we the only true people that speak against this establishment and will not stand for it. You know what I'm saying? We speak of the downfall of the so-called white man. All right, now we using his words. But see, he got to defame us to step in, or the people will know that this is the truth. But this man is back to a corner, so he's using all his dirty tricks and his witchcraft. This is Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. See, the so-called white man is running out of options. He's running out of tricks. So the last thing he has to revert to is his sword. All right. Because he's waged war. All right. On you Israelites in so many ways. All right. Whether that's chemical, spiritual, mental, biological, you know, physical. The so-called white man is out for you niggas because he wasn't chosen by the Most High God. All right, that's why the scriptures say Judah and Jerusalem were oppressed together. And that's going to happen here, man. That's happening here right now. And it's not going to go back like the beloved Apostle Tahar said, that you ain't going to look 6 months in the future and it's going to get better. No. This man is going down. He knows his time is up. This is Sirach 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. See, he feels that. All right, when he see the Israelites stand in great boldness, all right, speaking about the persecution of this place, seeing that the white woman ain't with him no more. His son wants to be a nigger. So he has to come in and physically harm you Israelites. But first he has to defame you, or everything we say will be known to the known world is the truth. And it is the truth. All right, it is the truth. All right, from us being delivered in spaceships, chariots, UFOs, from us getting spiritual powers. Because this is the beginning of spiritual power. Just having the knowledge of this truth in your inward parts and really executing it and really knowing that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is coming back. All right, from the most so-called far-fetched things we say to the most basic things we say. The so-called white man, the elites of them will understand that this is the truth, and they see a spiritual change and shift in the earth, so they have to come down with the weapon that the Lord promised them, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right, but the niggas that need to get rid of, the Lord is going to get rid of them, man. Like I said, I want the so-called white man to put his foot in you niggas' ass, because that's the only way you're going to see who he dealing with. See, we already understand who we dealing with. You niggas don't get it. The Lord ain't dealing with none of y'all. All right, this is 2nd Nesdras. This is 2nd Esdras 16. In verse 70, it says, there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And that's you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The scriptures say that judgment going to start with the house of the Lord. All right. It says, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And this is what's happening. You see, you hear in the background, military helicopters. They flew over this building, and it was all so-called blacks in that building. I don't like you niggas. I don't like you wicked-ass immigrants, you know. I don't like you blacks that stay in front of the fucking corner store all day. I don't like you niggas. All right? Don't get it wrong. I want the so-called white man to put his foot in you niggas' ass, man, because you wicked as all hell. But we know when this time is coming, this is the time that the Lord is going to avenge his elect. So I want you niggas to die. That's it and that's all. I don't fucking care. It says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then they shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire. Hear ye beloved, hear my beloved, saith Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7. But I will deliver you from the same. All right, see how these scriptures lining up? Zechariah tells you, wait a minute. Let me get that. Because see, you niggas are set to be judged. But we all got to go, but the 1/3, the elect, have to go through the fire, man. And right now it's coming. The persecution is here. All right. This is Zechariah 13:8. It says, and this shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. And the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined, and try them as gold is tried. That's why Sirach, the 2nd chapter, says what? Acceptable men are proven in the furnace of adversity, and shall call upon my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power, which lets you know that the Lord is only coming back to vindicate the elect. So I'm happy that these times are happening, because you niggas are really about to see who the Lord is dealing with. And ultimately, after you go through the famine, after you go through the persecution, after Esau chip you niggas, after he throw your children in a fucking meat grinder, all right, after he grape everybody in your house, you're going to see that the men in the skirts who they really set out to attack, you know, wasn't playing the game. Because those are going to be the man shielded through this divine intervention. Because the so-called white man got something for you niggas, man. Hey, you better go and watch that new movie, Tron. All right, and we've been telling you that for years. And we've been telling you that for years. All right. This is Isaiah 59 and 18. It says, according to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries and recompense to his enemies. To the islands, he will repay recompense. All right. That's why the Lord said what? Bring them hide and slay them before me. Those that would not, that I would reign over them, bring them hide and slay them before me. See, you niggas are about to die. All right. Everybody about to live up to their words. All right. And find out that the only word is faithful is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. He said these words are faithful and true. Search the scriptures. For in them ye speak of me. All right. Everything that the Lord had written is true. The scriptures say the things that are written aforetime are for our learning. All right. None shall want to make. All right. The scriptures say great was the company of them that published it. Everything you read in this holy Bible is true. But you niggas don't believe it. So you got to fucking die, man. All right. This is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith Yahweh. Those are the men that repented, the men that sought the Lord, the remnant, Salakia, the remnant shall return. See, all you niggas about to get left naked and disgusted, man. And the so-called white man is going to blow your ass away, man, and torture you, and you're going to dwell in fucking torments because you didn't receive the love, the respect of the Lord, man, all right? And the truth of his holy prophets and the men that he sent to bring you back to him, all right? That's why you niggas over here in the melting pot. You over here in Mystery Babylon the Great to get judged. You was born in 1995 or some shit to this mother, to this father. You lived a cornball ass life. You didn't live just to get judged. All right? You know, the sirens had to sign off on that. All right? You came your monkey ass from Venezuela being a fucking pedophile. And I hate to sound like one of these Edomite MAGA guys or some shit. But no, man. For real. All you little wicked ass satanic Hispanics that came over here up to no good. I'm not talking to the people that these devils just showing they horns, so to speak. You know, just snatching up people, you know, from restaurants and gas stations, and the little Mexicans outside try to hustle a Home Depot. I'm not talking about them. All right, I'm talking about all you wicked ass fucking pedos and drug dealers that came from Latin America over here with these fucking tattoos all over your neck that don't like niggers at all. You know, you a nigger. You right. I'm not your brother. You're a wicked motherfucking nigger. All right? You niggas standing in front of the store, I'm not your fucking brother. Get the fuck away from me. You wicked ass satanic Hispanics that came over here, get the fuck away from me. I want Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to have this so-called white man put his fucking foot on your neck, man. And in those times, he's gonna defend his holy elect, his sanctified elect, his chosen ones. And I hope, hey, look, it been sirens and military choppers all while I'm doing this lesson. I hope they come get you motherfucking niggas, man. You adulterous, wicked, demonic, little murderous niggas, man. I'm glad the so-called white man coming to get you niggas, man. I can't wait to get my hands on one of you niggas. But we got to be commissioned by the Lord in that power. But the so-called white man trying to defake us and all this shit, man, Akim, the time of persecution is here, you know. So just keep your head on the swivel, man. You know, stay prayed up. All right, and the hopeful elect, the righteous men, you know, of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, the righteous elect, man. You know, continue to fight for the Lord, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to fight for us. The scriptures say, strive unto the truth and to death. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to fight for us, man. No matter what this filthy white man try to fucking do. And all these other heathen nations, man. He ain't got shit coming for him but death, pain, and slavery as soon as he touched the apple of the Lord's eye. So come on with it, pussy. But with that being said, call allow yim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth, and to the hopeful elect Akim out there. Endure and shalom.